Hey, good morning guys, Tush coming at you. It's, what time is it here? Just after 12 noon, Thursday, December the 22nd, getting pretty close to Christmas. Anyway, back out in the car this morning, did a little bit of work cleaning this area up and just sort of trying to decide what I want to do going forward. And I've had a lot of help in doing that this morning. One of my YouTube viewers, Dan, was tremendously helpful, couldn't be more helpful, by sending me by email some pictures of that panel. Dan's working on a restoration of a TR2, so he's got pictures of that panel along with a ruler applied to it. So there's the, let me go back here, so go back one photo, there's the cage nut that I can actually see here that's welded or completely rusted away. So that's a good reference point for me, and he has this wonderfully helpful diagram that he's hand drawn along with measurements. So fantastic. So thanks very much, Dan, for that. I also went back to Rob. Rob has the Classic Sports Car channel, and Rob's working on this section as well and has this repair panel, and I went back and watched some of his videos and they've helped out tremendously as well. So fantastic. Thanks very much, guys, for the assist. So I think what we're going to do is, based on that, we're going to make this repair, I think, in this direction. So I've done a little of sandblasting this morning already and cleaned this area up because I wanted to be able to see the spot welds here. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to cut this. I'm going to detach this from this flange, and I'm going to cut this down here to this area, and I'm going to make a little patch panel going forward, and obviously we'll weld the cage nut in there as well. So that's what the plan is. So like I said, we're going to detach this panel carefully and remove this piece of metal out and fabricate a new piece to go in there. Alright guys, that's it for now. We'll come back when we make some progress. Alright guys, so we've removed that piece carefully, and we actually have fairly good metal actually on this side of it, which is good. So that just fit back in like that, like so. So we'll make a replacement piece for this, but before we do that, I think I want to replace this. So I've got that hole now in the wheel arch, so I'm thinking of cutting this along down to here and up, and we'll create a new flange. So I'm going to have to put a bend in it. So maybe it'll be our first attempt at trying to use a shrinker to get this curve. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll go ahead and cut that out. Okay guys, making some progress. We've got that new lip of the wheel well welded in, at least on the top, or sorry, on the sides and the bottom. We've left the tops obviously not welded yet because they're going to need to be welded to the panel in behind. Still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that, but anyway, we're going to probably attempt now to make this panel that goes in behind this flange, like so. So I think we'll go ahead and make that and see if we can weld that in. Alright guys, we'll come back. Okay guys, quick update. Just wanted to let you know what I've been up to. So I've been making a template for this patch panel, and using Dan's email and his reference drawing and this old scabby piece that I took out, we managed to put this template together. I screwed up on my cage nut hole. It should be a little bit farther back, so I think we're good to go with that location now. I did bend the flange of this newly installed wheel well up, so just for clearance, and then I'll pound it back down, and then it obviously gets welded along the edge of that inner panel. So we're making progress. I think we're about to go ahead and transfer that to metal and cut that out and weld it in. That'll be the next step. Guys, quick update for you. Just coming up to 4 o'clock, and the part's now complete. Cage nut's welded on. We got a quick coat of zinc primer on there, and probably can't do this one-handed, but it fits. So it goes in there generally like that. Anyway, we'll put it in there and we'll get it welded up and we'll bring you back. Okay guys, quick update. That patch is now in and ground. There's still a few little touch-ups I need to do. There's a little bit of a pinhole there that I need to fix up, but other than that, it looks pretty good. So that patch managed to fit in there okay. I've just put the that capping piece back on, but here's what it looks like with it removed. So there you go. So another piece down. We will move on to this bit of ugliness down the bottom of the fender. Probably starting later on tonight. Hopefully it's not as bad. I don't think it's going to be as bad, but I probably shouldn't say that. But I think it looks a little bit better sort of in this area here, so we'll hold out hope for that. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Alright guys, 8 p.m. and just had a bite to eat. Ready to go in the car again. So I think what we'll do now is we'll continue on working on this flange. And I think what we'll do is maybe we'll move down to, let's not go too far. Maybe we'll just try to move down to this area here and see how we do as far as the metal underneath is concerned. I do have one cage nut there to replace, and I don't think we'll make it to the other one, so we'll just be concerned about this little section right here. Alright guys, we'll come back. Okay guys, another big hole to fill, so we're going to cut a piece for that and fill that and add the cage nut, and I think once we do this we'll be done for the night. Hopefully we'll be able to get that far. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, for all of you following along, we've got our template made. We've got our metal cut to rough shape anyway based on the template. And now we're going to find our cage nut position, which is going to be roughly there. And by the markings on the tub, I've got a mark there and a mark on the other side. So we'll figure out where the cage nut goes. We'll weld the cage nut on, drill the hole, weld the cage nut on, and weld that patch in, and Bob's your uncle. Alright, end of night update. It's been a long day, but productive one. Didn't get a ton done, but I'm happy with what I got done. So there's that last piece that we put in. And we'll probably move on tomorrow down, keep going down and down. Not sure if it's going to get any better or any worse, but we'll see tomorrow. Maybe 2 more days and I'll have this sort of the inner structure of this wheel arch completed, and then we'll have to go back and start wrapping the outside metal around it. I can see, or you can see here that I've left this flange uncut like I did for this one, but we'll probably have to go back in and either repair this or replace this flange entirely as well. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for tonight, guys and gals. We'll get back out here tomorrow, probably for a half day, and then we'll get ready for some Christmas Eve festivities the following day. Alright guys, that's it. Good night.